When the cameras stop rolling and the arena lights dim, WWE superstars don't just vanish. While some wrestlers pursue new paths after retirement, others juggle surprising side hustles while still lacing up their boots. From tech ventures to reality shows, these side jobs range from bizarre to brilliant, and they often reveal a completely different side of your favorite performers outside the ring. Number 10. Mick Foley, children's book author. The hardcore legend himself has one of the most surprising side careers in wrestling history. Mick Foley, known for taking some of the most brutal bumps in WWE history and for his violent hardcore matches, spends his time away from wrestling writing children's books. The man who threw himself off Hell in a Cell and had his ear ripped off in matches has authored several children's books that focus on positive messages and life lessons. Foley's transition into children's literature began during his active wrestling career, and he's continued this passion long after hanging up his boots. His books often feature themes of friendship, perseverance, and believing in yourself, messages that seem almost surreal coming from someone whose wrestling career was built on violence and chaos. The contrast between Mankind's deranged character and Foley's gentle approach to children's entertainment is absolutely fascinating. What makes this side job even stranger is how successful Foley has become in this completely different field. His books have received positive reviews and have found genuine audiences among parents and children who may have no idea about his wrestling background. Foley has often spoken about how his children's book writing allows him to tap into a completely different creative side, focusing on nurturing young minds rather than entertaining through violence. Number 9. Kane, insurance salesman and politician. Glenn Jacobs, better known as the Demonic Kane, has perhaps one of the most unexpected post-wrestling career paths imaginable. The Big Red Monster, who spent decades terrorizing WWE superstars and setting people on fire, became a successful insurance salesman and eventually the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. The visual of Kane in a business suit selling insurance policies is almost too surreal to believe. Jacobs' transition into the insurance business began while he was still wrestling, as he recognized the need to plan for his post-wrestling future. He obtained his insurance license and began building a client base, proving that his business acumen was just as impressive as his wrestling skills. The man who once ripped car doors off their hinges was quietly building relationships with customers and helping them protect their financial futures. The political aspect of Jacobs' career makes his story even more fascinating. Running for mayor as a libertarian candidate, he successfully won election in Knox County, proving that his appeal extended far beyond wrestling fans. What makes Kane's side career particularly strange is how his wrestling character was the complete opposite of what you'd want in an insurance salesman or politician: destructive, violent, and unpredictable. Number 8. Stone Cold. Steve Austin, media personality and ranch owner. Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't just ride off into the sunset after retiring from in-ring action, he carved out an entirely new identity. While many fans remember him for flipping birds and delivering stunners, Austin has quietly become one of the most versatile personalities in media and entertainment. After his successful runs on TV with shows like Broken Skull Challenge and Straight Up Steve Austin, he's stayed busy with multiple projects that show a different side of the Texas rattlesnake. His interview series Broken Skull Sessions gave fans a raw, honest look into the minds of other wrestling legends, while his podcast allowed him to connect with audiences in a more relaxed, personal way. And when he's not in front of the camera, he's out on his Broken Skull Ranch, tending to the land and brewing his own line of craft beer, Broken Skull IPA. The man once known for raising hell in WWE has now found peace in open spaces, ranch life, and media work, all without losing an ounce of that trademark edge. Austin didn't just retire, he evolved, and in doing so, he's built a second career just as authentic as the first. Number 7. CM Punk, comic book writer. The voice of the voiceless found a new way to express his creativity through comic book writing, a side job that perfectly matches his rebellious personality and artistic interests. CM Punk's transition into comic book writing began during his WWE hiatus and has continued throughout his career, breaks from wrestling. His work has included writing for major publishers and creating stories that often reflect his own experiences and viewpoints. Punk's comic book career isn't just a casual hobby. He's written for established franchises and has received recognition within the comic book community for his storytelling abilities. The same passion and intensity that made him compelling as a wrestler translates perfectly to his comic book work, where he can explore themes of rebellion, anti-establishment attitudes, and complex character development. What makes Punk's comic book writing particularly fascinating is how it allows him to channel his frustrations and creative energy when he's not wrestling. The crossover between wrestling fans and comic book fans means that Punk's side career has introduced him to entirely new audiences while giving his existing fans a different way to engage with his creativity. Number 6. AJ Lee, mental health advocate and author. AJ Lee's transformation from WWE's crazy chick to a serious mental health advocate and published author represents one of the most meaningful career transitions in wrestling history. April Jeanette Mendez has used her platform and personal experiences to become a powerful voice for mental health awareness, writing books and speaking publicly about issues that affect millions of people worldwide. Lee's book, Crazy is My Superpower, became a bestseller and offered fans an incredibly honest look at her struggles with mental health, her difficult childhood, and her journey to WWE success. The contrast between her energetic, unpredictable wrestling character and her thoughtful, articulate advocacy work shows the depth and intelligence that many fans never got to see during her wrestling career. What makes AJ Lee's advocacy work particularly powerful is how she's used her personal struggles to help others. Her openness about bipolar disorder, depression, and anxiety has helped reduce stigma around mental health issues and has encouraged countless fans to seek help for their own struggles. The woman who once skipped around the ring proclaiming her love for various wrestlers has become a genuine force for positive change. Number 5. Diamond Dallas Page, creator of DDP Yoga. Diamond Dallas Page's transformation from wrestling bad boy to yoga guru represents one of the most unexpected career pivots in sports entertainment history. DDP's creation of DDP Yoga has turned into a legitimate fitness empire that has helped thousands of people improve their health and mobility, including fellow wrestlers dealing with career-related injuries. What makes DDP's yoga career particularly fascinating is how it emerged from his own need to heal wrestling-related injuries. Page developed his yoga system as a way to rehabilitate his own body and extend his wrestling career, but it quickly became apparent that his approach could help others facing similar challenges. The sight of the former WCW champion demonstrating yoga poses is still surreal for longtime wrestling fans. DDP Yoga has become genuinely successful in the fitness world, with workout videos, live classes, and success stories that have nothing to do with wrestling. The most remarkable aspect of DDP's yoga career is how he's used it to help fellow wrestlers like Jake the Snake Roberts and Scott Hall, literally saving lives through his fitness program. Number 4. Liv Morgan, chicken farmer. You probably know Liv Morgan as the wild-eyed, unpredictable rebel of the WWE Women's Division. But outside the ring, she's traded turnbuckles for tractors, literally. In one of the most surprising side hustles in recent memory, Liv Morgan owns and operates a chicken farm. Yes, while most of her colleagues relax in big city condos or luxury gyms between shows, Liv is out in the country tending to her flock. The idea started as a passion project, a way to escape the chaos of the wrestling world and reconnect with something real. But it quickly turned into a full-blown lifestyle. Liv documents parts of her farm life on social media, where fans get a peek at her rural routine, collecting eggs, feeding hens, even dealing with the occasional rogue rooster. It's wholesome, peaceful, and completely unexpected for someone whose on-screen character thrives on chaos. What makes this side job fascinating isn't just the contrast, it's the grounding effect it seems to have on her. In an industry built on intensity and constant travel, Liv's farm gives her something rare in wrestling: balance, and in doing so, she's quietly built a second identity, not just as a wrestler, but a modern-day farmer. Number 3. Nikki Bella, reality star and entrepreneur. Nikki Bella may have built her name inside the WWE ring as one half of the iconic Bella twins, but her success outside of wrestling is just as headline-worthy. After years of competing, feuding, and holding the Divas Championship, Nikki transitioned into a full-fledged media mogul with a brand that stretches far beyond sports entertainment. She became a breakout star on Total Divas and Total Bellas, reality shows that gave fans a behind-the-scenes look into her personal life, relationships, and the highs and lows of being a WWE superstar. Her charisma, style, and openness turned her into a household name and a reality TV fixture. But Nikki didn't stop with the cameras. Alongside her sister Brie, she launched several businesses, including a successful wine label, a clothing line, and a body and beauty brand. She's also competed on Dancing with the Stars, judged on America's Got Talent, Extreme, and even hosted award shows. Whether she's walking red carpets, running businesses, or speaking her mind on a mic, Nikki Bella has proven she's more than just a wrestler. She's a brand, a boss, and a powerhouse personality who turned the WWE spotlight into a launchpad for media domination. Number 2. The Miz, reality star and TV host. Before he ever set foot in a WWE ring, The Miz was already a reality TV name. Born Mike Mizanin, he first gained national attention as a cast member on MTV's The Real World, back to New York in 2001. There, he debuted a cocky, over-the-top wrestling persona that would eventually become his in-ring identity. But what many fans don't realize is that his entertainment career outside wrestling never really stopped. It only grew. Over the years, The Miz has become one of WWE's most successful media crossovers. He starred in several films, but it's his TV work that really defines his side hustle. He hosted MTV's The Challenge, Champs vs. Stars, co-headlined USA Network's Cannonball, and stars alongside his wife Maris in their own reality show, Miz and Mrs., which gives fans a behind-the-scenes look at their chaotic family life. The Miz's charisma, timing, and comfort in front of a camera have made him a natural fit for mainstream entertainment. He's not just a WWE superstar, he's a reality star, game show host, and household personality. Whether in the ring or on your TV screen, The Miz is always ready for the spotlight. Number 1. Daniel Bryan, organic farmer and environmental activist. Perhaps the most unexpected side career on our list belongs to Daniel Bryan, who has become a passionate organic farmer and environmental activist. Bryan Danielson's commitment to sustainable living and environmental protection has led him to develop his own organic farm and become an advocate for environmental causes that seem completely disconnected from his wrestling career. Bryan's farming operation isn't just a hobby. He's genuinely committed to sustainable agriculture and has invested significant time and money into learning proper organic farming techniques. The man who once held the WWE Championship spends his free time tending to crops, caring for livestock, and researching sustainable farming practices. The environmental activism aspect of Bryan's side career has led him to speak at conferences, support environmental organizations, and use his platform to promote awareness about climate change and sustainable living. What makes Daniel Bryan's farming career so fascinating is how it perfectly aligns with his wrestling character's connection to nature and simplicity. The contrast between the high-energy, fast-paced world of professional wrestling and the patient, methodical work required for successful organic farming creates a beautiful dichotomy that few wrestlers have achieved. Bryan has proven that wrestling success and environmental stewardship can coexist, creating a unique legacy that extends far beyond sports entertainment. These 10 WWE wrestlers prove that life outside the ring can be just as interesting and unexpected as anything that happens during their matches. From children's book authors to organic farmers, these side careers demonstrate that wrestlers are complex individuals with diverse interests that extend far beyond what we see on television. Their success in completely different fields proves that the determination and work ethic required for wrestling success can translate to achievement in virtually any endeavor.